ॐ सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्। ॐ सहना भवतु, सहनौ भुनक्तु, सह वीर्यं करवावहै, तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः। ॐ पार्थाय प्रतिबोधितां भगवता नारायणेन स्वयं व्यासेन ग्रथितां पुराणेन मध्ये महाभारतम् अद्वैतामृतवर्षिणीं भगवतीम् अष्टादशाध्यायिनीम् अम्ब त्वामनुसन्दधामि भगवद्गीते भवद्वेषिणी। यं ब्रह्मा वरुणेन्द्ररुद्रमरुतः स्तुन्वन्ति दिव्यैस्तवैः वेदैः साङ्गपदक्रमोपनिषदैः गायन्ति यं सामगाः। ध्यानावस्थिततद्गतेन मनसा पश्यन्ति यं योगिनः यस्यान्तं न विदुःसुरासुरगणाः देवाय तस्मै। ॐ नारायणः परो So there is an extra dhyana shloka when we study Bhashya. 9th chapter, first shloka. अथ नवमोऽध्यायः। श्रीभगवानुवाच इदं तु ते गुह्यतमम् प्रवक्ष्याम्यनसूयवे ज्ञानविज्ञानसहितम् यज्ञात्वा मोक्षसे शुभात्। राजविद्या राजगुह्यम् पवित्रमिदमुत्तमम् प्रत्यक्षावगमं धर्म्यम् सुसुखं कर्तुमव्ययम्। So the 9th chapter is started with the introduction of the topic. The main topic of this chapter is the knowledge of the true nature of Ishvara, and also it will talk about bhakti to Ishvara. But the central topic is the knowledge of Ishvara. And that topic was introduced by Bhagavan saying that I will tell you this knowledge in its objective and subjective form because you are anasuyu. Anasuyu means one who does not have fault-finding attitude. Because if a person has fault-finding attitude, there is no point in giving this knowledge. Anyway, we will find a fault. And therefore, Bhagavan says, you are anasuyu, therefore I will tell you this knowledge. And by getting this knowledge, you will be free from samsara. Then he further glorified that this knowledge is the king of all knowledge. It is the greatest secret and it is highly purified. It purifies you of all ashuddhi, all impurity of ignorance and ignorance-born problem. And it is directly attainable. It is not a matter of belief, you can see for yourself. Dharmyam, it is not opposed to dharma. And susukham kartum, it can be easily attained if you are ready for it. If a person is ready, this knowledge can be attained easily. And avyayam, its result is imperishable. Because sometimes something is easily available, cheaply available, but its result will be temporary. That's what generally happens in a product. If you buy something very cheap and easy, then it goes away easy. It goes away fast. And therefore Bhagavan says, even though this is easy to attain if you are ready, but its result is abhyayam, imperishable. Up to this we had seen. Now in the next shloka, Bhagavan is telling that if you do not attain this knowledge because of your background, then you are missing a great opportunity of coming out of samsara. Then what will happen? If a person does not get this knowledge, then does not get moksha, then what happens? Remains in samsara. He will definitely continue in samsara. So in this manner, Bhagavan is presenting the importance of this knowledge in a negative manner. Means if you don't get this, you will be missing a great chance. You will be remaining in samsara. Like the doctor will say, if you do not take this medicine, it will have a very what is called strong repercussions, strong consequences. So similarly, Bhagavan says, if you do not take this medicine of Atmagdanam, Ishwaragdanam, then you will continue to remain in samsara rogaha, the disease of samsara. And that is said here, Ashraddadhanah Purushaha Dharmasyasya Parantapa Aprapya Mam Nivartante Mrityu Samsara Vartmani. So Bhagavan says there are Purushaha, people. What type of people? Ashraddadhanaha asya dharmasya, who are not having shraddha in this self-knowledge, in this teaching of self-knowledge. Some people will say, this what is being talked about by Vedanta or Bhagavad Gita is illogical, doesn't make sense. Therefore they don't have shraddha. Some people say it is not illogical, but it is impractical. And some people will say it is not impractical, it is logical, means it is not opposed to logic, it is practical, it will have benefit, but I am not ready for it. I find it is impossible for anyone to pursue this. So either illogical, impractical, or impossible. And some people will say, no, it is possible, but in this life I am very busy with so many things. And therefore what will I do? I will pursue it in next janma. So human beings have this tendency of postponing. We are very good in postponing. Immediately we say, I will do it tomorrow, In any meeting, when the idea of postponement comes, most of the people accept it. This is a tough decision, we'll do it later. So we like to postpone, procrastination. And this is how we are in samsara. It is not our first janma. We have taken several births, millions and millions of human births. But every time we postpone. Like one person who was supplying pots to Jagannath temple, and every day he used to come. And every day he used to think that today I am so busy, tomorrow I will go and have darshanam of Jagannath. And like that whole life went away, and he could not have darshanam of Jagannatha, even though he used to go there every day. Many people it happens, they are passing by. One person told Swamiji, I used to pass by this ashram several times, but I never came inside. Today only I came. So in life, when Bhagavan gives the opportunity, we do not make use of it. We postpone. So some people will be postponing. And they do not have sense of importance for this knowledge. They are ashraddha dhana. They do not have shraddha, or they want to postpone. And such people, what happens? Mam aprapya, without attaining me, Paramatma, nivartante, means nishchayena avartante. They definitely continue. Where? Mrityu samsara vartmani, on the path of samsara, which is fraught with death. In samsara, there are two things: punarapi jananam, punarapi maranam. Being born and dying, born, dying, born, dying. In such samsara bondage, person continues to come back. Shuttling, like some buses are there, shuttle buses. So Anaikatti to Coimbatore, Anaikatti Coimbatore. Similarly, this jiva keeps on shuttling between one body and another body, or human birth and human birth, in between so many births. And so person remains in samsara because person does not have shraddha in this teaching. Why they do not have shraddha? Bhagavan Shankaracharya ji, while explaining, he says, they are nastika papakarina. If there is a papa in your account, predominant papa, then even if you have chance to go to the place of knowledge, you will miss it. Even after going there, you will miss it. So because of papam, person does not develop shraddha. And therefore, if some people don't have shraddha, don't hate them. If somebody says, I don't believe in Ishvara, I don't believe in Vedas, I don't believe in rituals, I don't believe in going to temple, it's okay. Don't hate them. It is their papam which does not allow them to go to the right path. So anybody who has got papam, we sympathize with them. We don't hate them. So papam does not allow the person to come to the right path. You must have heard that somebody was not getting the ticket for the train. Till the last moment it was not confirmed. And somebody said, no, I will get you it confirmed. And some bribe and everything is done, and he went by the train, and that person died. So his karma was there, and therefore that person went. Otherwise, till the last minute it was not to go. Last minute went. So why it happens? Because of some karma. Similarly, if person has got papam, then even though he is staying next to the ashram, he will not come. Why? Because papa will not allow the person to come. And so Bhagavan says, those people, they continue to remain in samsara. It is called opportunity loss. In the language of corporate, they call it opportunity loss. Great opportunity was there, lost. And once some Mahatma, they give the example. He said one blind person, he asked the watchman that how to enter into the fort, the palace. Then the watchman said, I cannot take you there, but I can give you one direction. You touch the wall and you keep on touching the wall and keep walking. And while walking, when you get some opening, you enter there. So keep touching the wall and keep walking. And you do that one day, not one day, after some time opening will come, you can enter. So this is a good idea. So blind man, what he did, he kept on touching the wall and kept on walking. So touching the wall, he kept on walking. And sometime in between, what happened? He had some scratching. So itching, not scratching, itching was there. So he tried to scratch. And when he scratched with his hand, so he put his hand off the wall. With that hand, he started scratching because there was itching. And while itching and scratching, he kept walking. Therefore, what happened when the opening had come, that time he had itching. And therefore, what happened? He passed that opening. Again, he touched the wall. Again, he kept on walking. So if this is what happens to human being, this opening, this human life is like a opening to Paramatma. And the jiva has been traveling in so many bodies. In all those bodies, you cannot pursue this knowledge. Donkey cannot attend Vedanta classes. Monkey cannot attend Vedanta classes. So all of them are like that wall. And jiva kept on traveling. When human birth came, it is like opening to Paramatma. But at that time, jiva has got the itching of the bhogecha, desire for bhoga, desire for fame. And therefore what happens? He remained busy with that and he missed the opportunity. So Bhagavan says, these people are missing the opportunity. And it is a great loss. In Kenopanishad it is said, Mahati Vinashti, great loss it is there. And therefore one should not waste away the opportunity of attaining Paramatma through knowledge. Having given this background, now Bhagavan enters into the main topic of Ishvara Jnanam from the fourth sloka. Maya tatamidam sarvam jagadavyakthamurtina masthani sarvabhutani nachaham teshvavasthitah. So now onwards, from the fourth sloka up to the 10th sloka, Bhagavan is talking about the knowledge of Ishvara. And in Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavan Sri Krishna is presented as Ishvara. Therefore, when Bhagavan talks about Ishvara, he uses the first person singular, I. Because that is what Ishvara is. Krishna is presented as Ishvara. Krishna is Ishvara. And therefore, Bhagavan uses the I. When he talks about Ishvara, he said, I created, by me it is pervaded, etc. And he says, Avyakta Murtina. This Paramatma's one feature is, it is imperceptible nature. This particular object, clip, you can perceive it through your eyes. If I make some sound, you are able to hear. Whatever I am speaking, you are able to hear. Similarly, some object you can touch, some object you can taste, some object you can smell. But this Paramatma is not available for any such perception. So Paramatma is not an object which can be seen. It is not an object which can be heard. It is not an object which can be tasted with your tongue. It is not an object which can be touched with your skin, your tactile organ. And therefore, Paramatma is described as Avyakta Murti. Murti here means Swarupam. Avyakta means imperceptible. Paramatma is of imperceptible nature. That is why people ask this question, show me God. So, Ishvara is not an object which can be shown, which can be perceived. But Swamiji, we heard that Ramakrishna Paramahams had Ishvara Darshanam. So many other devotees, Mirabai had this Bhagavad Darshanam. Tyagaraja had this Rama Darshanam. So, what about them? They saw God. How do you say that Ishvara is imperceptible? We are talking about Ishvara in its true nature. Ishvara has got two aspects. One is called Paraprakritihi, the higher nature. Other is called Aparaprakriti, lower nature. Lower nature is consisting of names and forms, and that can be seen, perceived. And in fact, you need not go anywhere. Whatever you are seeing is that perceptible objects are the manifestation of that lower nature of Ishvara. The higher nature of Ishvara is Satchidananda. That Satchidananda is imperceptible. Why is it imperceptible? Because it is attributeless. If something has got sound, it can be heard. Something has got forms and color, it can be seen. Something has got touch, it can be touched. Something has got taste, it can be tasted. But this higher nature of Paramatma is not having Shabda, Sparsha, Rupa, Rasa, Gandha, and therefore it is imperceptible. So whatever is seen by people, that is the lower nature of Ishvara. That also is good. We should not criticize that, we should not belittle it. If person said, I had the darshanam of Ishvara, very good. But that is not the highest nature of Ishvara. That highest nature of Ishvara is imperceptible. What is it? It is the existence which is consciousness. That existence consciousness is the higher nature of Paramatma, and that is imperceptible. But does it mean it is not there at all? It is there. And therefore it is said, Maya tatamidam sarvam. Everything is pervaded by that Paramatma. Everything is pervaded by me, that existence consciousness. And that existence consciousness is the higher nature of Ishvara. And therefore one requires very subtle intellect to appreciate the higher nature of Ishvara, which is existence. When we say clip is, that is refers to the existence, and that existence is Ishvara. But we want Ishvara to come in a particular form, Shankha Chakra Gada Padmadhari, having the conch in his hand, chakra in his hand, lotus in his hand, a mace, Gada in his hand. That type of Ishvara we are expecting. And that is perceptible. And that is not pervading everything. His existence is pervading everything. Therefore we say, mic is, clip is, book is, I am, you are, he is, she is. That is referring to the existence by which everything is pervaded. So people ask that where is God? Our answer is, where is he not? Where is he not? The Paramatma in the form of existence pervades everything. Only thing you require extra eyes, the eyes of wisdom, to appreciate that Ishvara. And therefore here it is said, Maya, by me, idam sarvam, this everything is tatam, pervaded. Everything is pervaded by Ishvara as existence. Jagat, sarvam jagat means the entire world. And then Bhagavan says, what is the relationship between this world and me? For that Bhagavan says, Sarva Bhutani, all things and beings, Masthani, are dependent upon me, are situated upon me. What does it mean? We can take the example of water and waves, it will be clear. Water can say, all the waves are situated, existing in me. All the waves do not have existence apart from water. So water can say, all the waves are in me. Or gold can say, all ornaments are in me. Wood can say, all furnitures are in me. Similarly, Bhagavan says, all nama rupa, all names and forms are in me existence. Nothing can exist apart from this existence. Therefore, Masthani Sarva Bhutani. All things and beings, right or wrong, this present or past, all the Bhutas, all things and beings are dependent upon, situated, existing, depending upon this Ishvara. And that which has got dependent existence is called mithya, unreal. Whereas this existence is the adhishtanam, is the truth of everything. And therefore Bhagavan says, Nacha aham teshu avasthitah. I am not dependent upon them. Names and forms, clip name, clip form, mic name, mic form, all of them are dependent upon me, but I, existence, am not dependent upon them. So there is no mutual dependence relationship. Names and forms depend upon me, but I do not depend upon them. And therefore what? I, Brahma, am independently existent. Whereas the Jagat, the world consisting of names and forms, is dependently existent. And that which is dependently existing is called Mithya. And therefore here what is the message given? Brahma Satyam Jagan Mithya. So which is a very popular sentence of Vedanta. Brahma Satyam Jagan Mithya. And that Brahman is Atma. Therefore finally I also can say I am Satyam Jagat Mithya. And so somebody may ask Swamiji, by knowing that I am Satyam or Brahman is Satyam, Jagat is Mithya, what do I get? I did not know, and now you are telling, okay, Jagat is Mithya. So Jagat is Mithya, I am Satyam. When you understand that, your dependence upon the world to be happy is reduced and finally goes away. You learn to depend upon dependable. In life, one problem we have is we depend upon undependable. And then complain. Let's see, this person ditched me, this particular contract ditched me, or this particular weather also cheated me, this company cheated me. So we are depending upon undependable. And therefore we have frustration. So Vedanta says, if you really want dependable, then you have to resort to this Paramatma, which is the true nature of Atma. And therefore, when I know that Brahman is Satyam, Atma is Satyam, Jagat is Mithya, then slowly my sense of reliance upon the world is reduced and my sense of reliance upon myself, Brahman, is increased. All right. So in this shloka, three things are talked about. One is that Paramatma, you would like to go? Are you comfortable? Huh? Paramatma is imperceptible, Paramatma pervades everything, and Paramatma is Adhishtanam. This substratum they use the word Adhishtanam, the truth of everything. And Paramatma is independently existing, and Jagat is dependently existing, therefore it is Mithya. Now in the next sentence, Bhagavan is revealing more about himself. Nachamasthani bhutani Pashya me yogameishwaram Bhuta brunna cha bhutasthaha Mamatma bhuta bhavanaha. So in the previous sentence, Bhagavan said, all the things and beings are in me. And in the next sentence he says, in me, all these things are not there. Masthani, bhutani na. Bhutani, masthani na. All things and beings are not there in me. This is a contradiction. In the previous sentence, Bhagavan said, masthani sarva bhutani. All things and beings are there in me. And now he says, in me, all these things are not there. It's a contradiction. If somebody asks you, is Devadatta here in this house? You said, yes, he is there in the house. When he is there, that person is entering, you say, no, Devadatta is not there. Is it a contradiction? Just now you said that Devadatta is inside and now you say Devadatta is not there. So similarly, Bhagavan said Masthani Sarva Bhutani, and now we said Nacha Masthani Bhutani. And Bhagavan did not give us time to forget what he had told. Otherwise, in the previous class something was told, this class something is told. People don't remember what was told in the previous class. So we can get away with it. But here, even the one sloka is not there in between. So just in the previous sloka, last line, Bhagavan said, all bhutas are in me, all things and beings are in me. And now we said, all things and beings are not there. This is what Bhagavan Sri Krishna did in the childhood also. When mother asked, did you steal the butter? Makhan khayo? He said, main nahi makhan khayo. I did not eat butter. Somebody else did. In fact, there is one bhajan in that Bhagavan Sri Krishna is telling Yashoda. He said, where? I don't have even time to eat butter. Morning I get up and then I have to go to the forest for grazing the cows. Evening I come back and I am given so much work and so I am so busy. I don't have time for anything. I did not eat butter. Main nahi makhan khaya. And afterwards, at the end he said, maine hi makhan khaya. I only ate butter. So Bhagavan Sri Krishna is used to say both. I ate, I did not eat. And both are right. Bhagavan from the standpoint of the body, he can say I ate butter. And Bhagavan from the standpoint of Atma, he said I did not eat butter. Both are right. Similarly, Bhagavan is saying that from the standpoint of all things and beings, all Akasha, Prithvi, Vayu, all of them do not have existence apart from me, therefore, Masthani Sarva Bhutani. If you ask them, where do they have their support? Then answer is Masthani Sarva Bhutani. But if I look at from my own standpoint, from the standpoint of Paramatma's true nature, the world is not there as its intrinsic nature. And therefore Bhagavan said, Masthani Bhutani na bhavanti. And this we can understand with the help of the example, this water and wave. Water can say, all waves are in me. And at the same time it can say, in me, water, H2O, waves are not there. Waveness is not intrinsic nature of water. Water need not become a wave to exist. So waveness is not intrinsic to water. But at the same time, waves do not exist apart from water. So water can say both the things. All waves are in me, but in me, water, waves are not there. Alright. So similarly, Bhagavan is telling, Nacha Masthani Bhutani. By that, what is suggested is that the world is unreal, Paramatma alone is real. And Bhagavan is saying, you see my Aishwaram Yogam. Here yoga has got the meaning Yathatmyam, true nature. See my true nature, which is Adhishthanam of everything, the truth of everything without undergoing any change. And then he says, Mama Atma, myself, is Bhuta Bhrit. I am the sustainer of all living beings. Bhutastaha, obtaining in all living beings. And Bhuta Bhavanaha, I am the creator of all living beings. All things and beings. So I am creators, sustainers, and I am obtaining in all of them. So Bhagavan said, I am the material cause of everything and I am the sustainer of everything. And then Bhagavan is giving the example in the next shloka to convey this idea that how you can appreciate all the bhutas have their being in Paramatma. Bhagavan says, Yatha kashasthito nityam Vayus sarvatra go mahan Tatha sarvani bhutani Masthani tyupadharaya. So Bhagavan gives the example. Just as वायुः यथा आकाश नित्यः आकाशस्थितः वायुः सर्वत्र गः Vayu which is obtaining everywhere. Mahan, the vast Vayu which is all pervading is Nityam Akashasthitaha, is present in space all the time. So just as Vayu and all other things are present in Akasha, space all the time, similarly, Tatha Sarvani Bhutani, all things and beings Masthani are obtaining in me. Iti upadharaya. May you understand this? So just as Vayu cannot exist apart from space, similarly all things and beings cannot exist apart from Paramatma, which is existence consciousness. And thus what was told earlier was explained by Bhagavan with the help of example. Now Bhagavan is going to tell that I am creator with the help of my Maya. So Paramatma with the Maya Shakti becomes the cause of creation. That idea is given in the next shloka. Sarva Bhutani Kaunteya Prakritim Yanti Mamikam Kalpakshaye Punastani Kalpado Visrujamyaham. So this is one important topic of the Shastra, and that is Ishvara is Srushti Sthiti Laya Karana. Ishvara is the cause of the creation, sustenance and dissolution of this world. And when we say cause, it can be of two types. It can be material cause or it can be the efficient cause. Like for making a pot, you require the material called clay, you require the pot maker, which is called efficient cause. Similarly, for this universe, we require twofold cause. One is the material cause, other is efficient cause. And Bhagavan says, I am both. Generally, material cause and efficient cause, the maker, are different. Like pot maker is different and clay is different. Furniture, wood is different and the furniture maker, the carpenter is different. So generally these two causes are different. But we have got some rare cases when both are one and the same. Like in Shastra they give the example spider. Spider is the material for the web and spider is the maker for the web. Similarly, Bhagavan says, I am both for this entire creation. Creator also I am and the material also I am. How is it possible? For that we give one more example. Spider example of course is there. One more is for your dream world. For your dream world, you are the maker and you are the material. In the dream world, so many buildings are there. What is the material for that building? Did you supply some cement or the concrete, etc.? You did not. You are the material for your dream world. You are the maker. Your knowledge alone is manifested in the dream. So you are the maker and you are the material. Similarly, for this entire universe, Ishvara is the maker and Ishvara is the material. Those details are given here, which we'll see in the next class. Om Purnamada Purnamida Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamada Purnameva Shishyate Om Shanti